Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Panthers are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Bucs, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Bronco, it's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On second down, Anderson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Newton on third and goal. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. Jameis again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Newton, escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw. They've got his man. Complete. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries, 87 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, 76 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack. And
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Julius Peppers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long for Winston. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, it's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton, a dump off to Anderson.
Missed.
He will not go down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now a give, running right is Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long, it's Newton. Flush to his right. Flinches with a catch over the middle. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Anderson. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
Newton on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So happy holidays, Larry. Your gift, take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deshaun Hall in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action. It's Newton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They run it again with Anderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Newton now to throw. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
C.J. Anderson, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the...
It's a foot race past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Second down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He goes underneath for Anderson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense not getting out of their lanes.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Deshaun Hall in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 66 yards. Winston to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Winston. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's Newton trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down. And this looks to probably be the final play. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again.